What's going on, boys and girls? I'm gonna give y'all the video that nobody asked for. Well, y'all didn't ask for it, but people have been asking questions in previous videos about my RC cars. So the two today that we're gonna focus on is gonna be my Redcat Rampage MT, which is gas powered 32cc. Basically it's like a little chainsaw motor. It's dirty too. I control both of these with the same receiver, which is the FlySky FS GT3C. So you can program up to 10 cars, I believe. The MT, all I should need to do on this is mix up some gas and it should run, shouldn't have any issues. All right, so this is my mixing cup. And for my MT, I mix it 28-1, which is pretty safe. And so I got a 1 gallon. And then from here, you have, it says your ratio. So 8-1, 10-1, 12, 14, 16, 20, 24, 28. I'm mixing mine 28-1. So I'm going to put my oil in here up to that mark right there. So you have gallons on this side, and then you have pints on this side with the measurements. I got this off Amazon. I'll drop the link in the description below. But I use this for everything. I'm mixing up my weed eater oil and my blower oil, which I think is 40-1. And then this is 28-1 for the MT. So I'm just gonna fill the oil up and we're gonna get to going. And I also use this for oil changes. Like my Yamato uses 18 ounces of oil, and then my Warrior uses like 12 ounces of oil. So I use this for oil changes as well as mixing up the oil for my 2-stroke mix. I took the old gas out. Let's put a bit of some new gas in without wasting it everywhere. And I try not to put too much in. I know I'm not gonna play with it like all day, because I don't want the gas just to sit in there. Because last time I did it and it sat for a while, it gummed up the whole bottom of the tank. All right, the battery's still good. So let's take it outside, see if it starts. So word of advice from me, anytime that I start one, especially if it hasn't been running or I haven't ran it in a while, I always put it on something to where all 4 wheels are off the ground. Because I had tuned the carburetor one day and went to go start it, and it ran off, jumped the curb, went about 8 feet in the air, and almost ran into a building, a glass building, which is where this top scrape came from. So anytime something hasn't ran in a while, I always start it with the wheels not on the ground. That way if it runs away, it's not physically running away from me. Because when this joker took off full throttle, it was gone, won't no catching it. So you don't want to run away. So I primed it, choked it, my controller's on. Let's see if it starts. Oh, all right. Oh man, all right. and I have my kill switch set up to where if it loses frequency with the controller, it applies the brakes and turns off the motor. So that will help prevent runaways as well. So let's see if it starts back up. Alright, so both of them run, which is surprising that they both run after sitting for 4 years. Alright, these are right nasty, so let's wipe them down to make them look at least a little bit better. It's just all stock minus the carb being tuned, the DDM pipe, and the shock covers. I think that's it. Everything else is stock on it. I drive mine stuff hard and reckless, and I jump stuff, and therefore the body is cracked. I need to see if the X-Max body fits halfway decent on here, and if it does, I may just get another X-Max body. There's not a lot of good looking 5th scale bodies. The X-Max body is probably one of the best looking 5th scale bodies on the market. Alright, so I have my camera on the bottom of my remote control, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. So bear with me. And this is actually my daughter first time seeing it run. You like it? Loud? Oh. Why'd it lose? Why'd it turn off? Oh, be careful. Why should it turn off? At least it jumped the curb. Okay, just hold this like that. Don't press nothing. Make sure you ain't pressing nothing. Okay. Thank you. Ken, come back here. I told you get out the way. What the hell's going on? Oh, never mind, never mind. Well, maybe the receiver battery is a little low that runs electronics in the truck, because I haven't charged it in 4 years. So let me take that battery out, charge it, and let's try again, because it seems like once it gets a little too far away, that it's losing the transmission from my receiver. So let's get that charged up, and then we'll come back to it a little bit later. I switched out the clutch to an 8K clutch, so that's why it grabs a little bit later in the RPM. Seems like it could use a little bit more gas. Seems like it's running a little lean up top, so maybe I have to do a little bit more adjusting to the car. All right, y'all, so until next time. Peace.